What's going on, YouTube? It's your girl Monique Nicole, and I am back with another video. Before we get started, honey, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you are subscribed. Go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And while you're there, go ahead and click that thumbs up button for this video. Okay. So today I have my favorite diva in the building, Nita the Diva. What's up, girl?
Hey, I'm so glad to be back. I missed you guys. I missed you so much, Mo.
I miss you too. She fresh from Jamaica. Yes, got that nice good tan. I miss you, girl. Miss you.
Yes, man.
Oh gosh. So we were talking offline, y'all. We both agree like these episodes this past week were
Giving.
giving. I feel like Belle Collective was great. I feel like Married to Medicine was great, and I feel like Housewives of Atlanta was great. So I'm really excited to talk about these shows. I'm gonna give y'all like a couple minutes to come on in. Y'all know I don't have a community page yet, so I can't really share ahead,
I got you
unfortunately. Um,
covered.
you got me. Yeah, I just hate that about YouTube. They put so many restrictions, and I don't like it. I just don't like it.
I'm sharing to my socials.
Yes, need to do that as well. Give everybody a few minutes. I feel like everybody always comes in at like 10, 15 minutes or so. So
Right.
let me post it to my social as well.
Yes. But I have been enjoying the show. But you know what? I was
Mm-hmm.
like on pins and needles because I wasn't able to watch it for some reason. I don't know why I couldn't sign in on my
Mm.
maybe it's different regions because that's the same thing that happened with Power.
Okay.
And so I wasn't able to sign in, so I missed all of my shows. I had to wait, and I'm just like, oh my god, I can't wait to come
Oh,
watch. So I had a
right. Wait.
I,
Did you see any clips on social media on Instagram?
no, not really. I don't even think I was looking, y'all. I'm telling you. And for the couple of little pictures I posted, I was not on my phone. I took a much needed break and rest from that. So yeah, so I'm proud of myself for that
That is
because
good.
these devices run our life and you know it. So
This is so true. This is so true.
def-
Mm-mm-mm.
definitely.
Let me just copy this link. Mm-mm-mm. See, it'd be so much just to post this stuff. Gotta grab people's attention. So I'll be trying to do the little emojis and stuff, put the arrows, because people lazy, blind.
Right.
Okay, I think I got it. All right. So we're gonna get it started, y'all. We're at 5 minutes. I know our crew will come on in as time goes on. So we're just gonna get this show on the road. And we're gonna start with Bell Collective. And I actually, enjoyed this episode. A lot of things happened. A lot of things happened.
Mhm.
So let's get into
Yeah.
it. So the episode kicks off. Already laughing. Well, child, the episode kicks off, honey, with Marie and Letitia. They go to the spa and they get their Hello Kitty steamed. Marie had a damn orgasm. Okay. Like, I don't even hold on. I'm trying to do it to where, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, have us on the
I want to do it where I have the picture and you and I are still in the corner and I'm clicking all these different
yeah,
ones.
no, these look like overlays.
Oh,
So I think
so when,
you have to
when can
hey Tiffany. We got one. We got somebody in here.
How does Moochie do it? How do you do it?
You have to create it like a
Hey,
slideshow.
slideshow. Okay, gotcha. All right, thanks for
You
educating
gotta,
me.
kind of do it outside, and then you got kind of have to import it or export it
Oh
in.
shit, where are you? Oh my gosh,
I'm here
where did I
backstage.
move you to? Oh, there we go. Woo!
Backstage.
I'm clicking all these buttons.
Right.
Let's get this shit together. Okay, so
Have,
child, Marie was damn near having an
have you
orgasm.
done the Yankee scene before?
I was gonna ask you. I have not. Have you?
No.
I've thought about it before. I've gone to spas where they do it, and I just didn't because I was getting other services done. But I'm not opposed to it.
Okay.
And my mom said that's some old Caribbean shit because back in the day, to try to like relieve girls' cramps, they say in Jamaica they used to have a little I don't want to say a pot or bowl, whatever you want to call it,
Mm-hmm.
and they would put certain herbs in there, and they would have. I mean, that's like an old school thing for certain cultures and whatever. So
Right. Right. Yeah.
I think the Asian community does that as well back in their culture. So yes, but honey, I was kikiing because Marie was damn near having an orgasm on that damn steam pot. She said she
I
hasn't
was
had
like,
nothing this year. She said she a born again version. So, but then in the confessional, she was talking about some. Well, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. So I don't know what to believe. And the way she and Cedric were acting this episode, I feel like y'all doing. I feel like they're doing something. Okay. Okay. So wait a second. Is this in order? Hmm. I had rebirth party for Marie. Was it that early in the episode? I guess so. I'll roll with it. I'm gonna trust my notes. So let's see. Hold on, y'all. I'm so sorry. Okay, so they talk about They talk about the rebirth party. That's what. Sorry, y'all. My notes. They talk about the rebirth party and what she's got planned and organized for it. They also talk about Glenn trying to get back with Letitia. Of course, trying to sing her praises, trying to get back in her good graces, all that hoopla that we witnessed the previous
right.
episode. And Cedric, who's a serial cheater, who's cheated on Marie multiple times. And in her words, she said that he has told her, I am rotten to the core. If any human being looks me in the eye and tells me when they're speaking of themselves that they are rotten to the core, I'm running for the hills.
It's,
I'm running.
exactly. Exactly. And that's just a classic. What that shows me, and I have a lot of female friends, women who believe in a fairy tale and believe in a delusion, and
Mm,
men are there telling you with their own two mouths,
mm.
this is what it is. And they just want the fairy tale, and you kind of have to let that go, because I hate to see someone living in delusion like that. I was just like, girl, no, that is
Mm,
not where
mm.
it's at. That's not where it's at.
Just, I mean, I don't. It's one thing if it was one time. No, I mean, I don't want to make an excuse, but I'll just say it's different if it was one time. But when someone that one time is a mistake, several times that's a choice.
Right. Absolutely.
Several times, if you're cheating multiple times, that's a choice.
Yes.
So I hate that both of these ladies are kind of slipping back to their old habits and the toxicity of their exes. I really hate that.
Right.
And I mean, I wish them the best, child.
Yeah.
So let's move on. Let's see. Okay, so Tamra and Demon go to her parents' house. And they talk about having the babies and marriage and all that stuff. Her parents were like, well, if y'all talking about babies, then you know what else comes with that.
Right.
Put a ring on it.
Right.
Put a ring on it. Okay, so I get that. My parents are like that too. I mean, honestly, at this age, my mom's so desperate for grandchildren, she probably wouldn't care at this point. But
Oh.
marriage, for me, ideally, I would like marriage to come first and then a baby. Um, and they also talk about the death of her grandmother, which was really sad. It really showed us that Demon has a close bond with her family.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like they took him in a little bit. Because I guess he didn't have a father, or his father wasn't around, or he didn't have a family. What was his situation? I guess
No,
he didn't
he's
have.
just saying that he was just close to her family, but he didn't really explain why.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
they took a liking to
it
him.
feels like they took him in, like,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. For me,
Um,
I feel like I don't know if I feel like this is performative.
mhm.
I don't know what Tambra is doing or thinking, but it feels like she's trying to reverse engineer this thing. Like she wants a ring, she wants to be married. I don't even see any kind of
Mhm.
love between them. I really feel like they are just close, close, close. Like they are like, how you got that boom coon and yeah, y'all might have slept together, y'all might have had a relationship, but it doesn't ring true right now in this particular thing. Like I don't know what it is, but it just feels a little off for me. But I
Mhm.
feel like she's trying to like reverse engineer and okay, but we want this baby, but in order for me to get this baby, you gotta propose to it. I mean, girl, you might as well just tell him get down on your knee and propose to him because I'm not.
Oh, ooh, no, ma'am, no.
I know, but it's the way she's going about this. I mean, shit, I don't know. It feels like the same thing. I'm just saying.
I agree with you. There's love there, but I don't see that like romantic chemistry between them
Right.
unless they just don't show it for the cameras. But I don't see it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, I understand wholeheartedly wanting to be your life partner's best friend. I got that. I got all that because that's what it is for me. But I don't know. I feel like that alone is that going to serve you guys later on? Like keep the fire
Mm.
going, keep the butterflies going. It feels like they're so comfortable right now that it's not even in that honeymoon stage. Like I feel like I don't know. It's just
You
falling
think it's
flat.
because they've been so on and off for so long? Do
Yeah,
you think that could be it too?
it could be, but it just looks weird.
Because they had such a on again, off again, on again, off again.
Yeah.
It gets played out. But anyway, let me see.
I hope she gets what she wants, the ring and the baby. Good luck.
I hope so. Good luck, girl. So Marie and her assistant slash bestie, or whatever she is to her, we're gonna say bestie. I think she's her assistant too, but her bestie. They meet up to talk, and she lets Marie know that she kind of went behind her back and met up with Latrice to try to make some peace. Ha ha ha. And she admits, no, so Latrice admitted to playing a part in the mess when it came to sabotaging her business.
Right.
And that admission seemed to really have helped, and it meant a lot to not only Marie, but what's the
Yes.
lady's name?
Yes.
Essie. Thank you, Essie. It seems to have gone a long way. Like I'm surprised how cool Marie is being. We'll get to it later, but
Let me explain. Let me explain. Case in point,
okay.
Martell, Martell and Melody. Now, Melody cannot get to a place of forgiveness because he has not admitted or just own all of his wrongs without trying to kick some dirt back up on her. So because you still
Mm,
kicking that dirt back up on me,
mhm.
that apology does not stand for me. Like, you know, it's like that. It's like it's hard. Have you ever had to forgive someone that you know you're never going to get a I'm sorry from? Like one of
It hurts. It
like
sucks.
that's what Melody is going.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, if you own your part in it, it's the same thing like when parents and children they're trying to air out their grievances. And if you feel heard and you feel that the person acknowledges your wrongdoing, because it's something that just settles your spirit and your soul that can just like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, like it's like I they know they did me wrong. I'm not just
Yeah.
delusional in this whole thing. I'm
Right.
be at peace and I can move on and forgive. So that's what I think that's what's going on.
You broke it down perfectly. That I could understand that.
Yeah. But the fact that she
That
didn't
makes
say
sense.
it
I
to
think what
her,
threw me was because,
what you think about the part that she didn't say it?
huh?
She didn't say it to Marie, but she said it to Essie, and Essie kind of relayed the message and just trying to, put some peace on it, which I think is good because Marie doesn't seem to have that emotional intelligence to kind of work through what is going on in a back and forth
Mm,
thing. So it was good that Essie stepped in on her behalf because
yeah.
that's a weakness of Marie's. Not being able
Mhm.
to, air out a grievance and move past it and stuff like that. So I think, hey, sisters in the kitchen, I think that that's what needed to happen because that's just not her strong suit. And thank God for friends like
Mhm.
Marie, so we can kind of move on. So
I would love a friend like Essie. I know that I would love a ride or die like that
yeah,
because she got her back,
absolutely, front and back,
front
and
and
the
back,
sides,
and the sides.
and the sides.
The
She,
sides too. Oh my god. So Marie seems, or somewhat open to being cordial with Latrice, due to her taking ownership, which means a lot. So she even, I think Essie had invited her Latrice to Marie's rebirth party. So that is to be continued as we get later into the episode. So Tambra meets at Aikisha's house, child, and done scared the baby. I mean, with your loud ass.
mm, mm. Poor baby, poor
I love Tambra because she's a really nice, kind soul, but she and that damn voice of hers sometimes gets a little annoying.
right.
And you done scared the woman's baby. Oh my god. So Aikisha was, kind of venting because she was disappointed that none of the ladies came to her son's birthday party. I mean, I can understand it. It's kind of like, damn, not one of y'all came up. And then see, this is when people project, it's just like, wow, have to get out there. We have to get out of our own head sometimes. I say that in reference to what Tambra said to Aikisha. Oh, well, I thought you didn't really want me to come because you didn't send the address. Bitch, what? She could have just forgot. Like she could have just been texting fast and sent you the invite, sent you the date
Yeah, and
of
then
the
say
thing,
if
but she may have forgotten her address for you.
I'm coming, then I'll send the address.
And
We need a little bit more, right?
exactly. Yeah, you're right. Because some people don't give their address out that early for events. It's true. Some people wait until close to the date. I was just like, how did you project your like to project your insecurities like that in that moment? That was wild to me. Like the way people think is really wild. Like
You be trying to figure out where the logic and the reasoning is coming from. Yeah.
if I was her friend, I would have really been like, bitch, like, are you serious? Like, and we all have insecurities. We've all been guilty of projecting at some point. We've all been guilty of it. But I'm like, to me, that was a reach. I was like, that was a reach. And that really is speaking to your insecurities that you have to deal with. That's something you got to deal with.
Right.
But Anyway, child, none of the other ladies showed up. Not surprised by that. Let's see what else they talk about. Akeisha tells wait, hold up. Yeah, her fucking name. Akeisha tells her that Letitia, all these fucking names, was trying to get some tea on Demon and the other woman. And the other woman is what? She's Letitia's like, I think I have it in my notes. She's something to Letitia. Letitia's friend, Letitia's florist, Letitia's
Something.
stylist, something. She's friends with Letitia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hate her fucking name. Sorry. Akeisha was just telling her, like, look, you may want to talk to Tisha because she was asking questions about your man, and something is a little fishy. So you might want to go check and see
Right.
what the tea is. What is your thoughts? Did y'all have you have any opinion on that situation, or
No,
what do you have any thoughts about that, or not
we're
really?
just not getting enough information just yet. It's like it feels like they're trying to stir the pot and they just not putting all the ingredients in, or it's just dragging out a little bit too long or something for me.
It's dragging out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's dragging, isn't it? I feel like it's dragging. I think it's
it's dragging. Um, okay, so she does talk about the text right now. Hold on.
dragging. Oh yeah, she did.
Notes are all over the place.
So she
No. I
just trying to
scrolled
figure
down too far. No, she didn't talk about the text. She didn't talk about that.
out.
She didn't talk about the text until she talked to Letitia. So I went too far down in my notes. Sorry.
Okay.
That was a mistake. Okay, so we are at Marie's rebirth party, y'all. A lot goes down at this damn rebirth party.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into it. So she and her bestie, y'all tell me why the hell they had a match. What the fuck? Like, why? Y'all acting like y'all are two fucking lesbians together dating. What the hell? Like, I'm all about being besties, but why did y'all have to match like a fucking couple? Weird. It's just why?
Right.
Like, why? So I just had to say that.
Yeah.
So it was all cute, cute. I feel like some of the decor could have been a little bit better, but I'm not that picky,
Right.
But some things could have been a little bit better, but it's all to the good. It was a positive event, and I was so happy that there was positive energy, that there was really no drama. It was very refreshing.
Right.
To witness after the brunch from hell. It was very refreshing. It was so refreshing to have a positive scene with the whole group like that.
Right.
So surprisingly, Latrice enters and she came in very positive. Baby, the way they were greeting each other, you would have thought they were best friends. It was a very warm welcome. Oh my gosh. It was, oh my God, we're besties. Yeah. It was giving me that. But you know what? I will take this over the screaming and the cussing and the crying any day of the week. Any day of the week. What were your thoughts when Latrice first walked? Were you back at how jovial it was?
I was taken aback for sure, because I didn't, and that just goes to show you that the problem was Marie and her attitude. Because listen, all we had to do was get a change in your attitude, and then the whole thing goes off without a hitch. That's what I saw about that. And I was surprised. I thought we was going to be taking baby steps, but the fact that Marie got there so fast, I was like, oh, okay.
I was shocked.
I was like,
because she was,
I'll take it.
Just because she was so angry. That's what, she was so angry about it. And she had every right to.
Yeah.
I do think it dragged out, but I will say Latrice is definitely at fault for dragging it out, because I feel like had she took some ownership sooner, it would have been better
Yeah.
sooner.
Yeah, it's
You know
something
what I mean?
about
It
the
wouldn't have
way.
dragged out that
Yeah,
way.
something about the way Marie takes information, internalize it, and then disputes it. Like it's just like she just doesn't. She has to get some therapy because it's like she can't handle like a conversation. Like, okay, so the very first sentence, I may not say I'm owning, which is like, what is your grievance? I'm, like baby step it, baby walk it, or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna come in there like, oh, I did everything you said I did. I may not have done that, but she was just trying to have a conversation, and Marie was just not available. She didn't have the space available to have the conversation. So I guess the best thing is as he have the
Mhm.
conversation, and then we get past it. But the whole thing is like, I don't know. It's something about this jovial hug. Is it fake? Is it real? Like, is it genuine? It looked genuine in the moment, but just for us as viewers, like, how do we get here to here?
Mhm. Yep,
Just with one little
I
conversation.
agree.
Yeah, it's a little, yeah, it's a little.
I agree, honey.
Mhm.
So moving right along. Let's see. Okay.
Her mom. Isn't it?
We're getting to the bullshit. Oh, I didn't even think about her mama. You go ahead. You can talk about
No,
her mama. I don't
those
even,
are
because
things she
it's
was
just,
saying. I know, and I just felt like it was a little
uh,
inappropriate. But I think that's just her mom's naivete. Like she doesn't
I need
know about the cameras and and how it looks and how it comes
I
off.
need Marie to take her mom. I need Marie to take her mom to rehab like yesterday. Like she is so far gone. The way she speaks, the things that she says, she is truly a drug addict. Like in the moment,
Yeah,
as far as when they were taping, she is a full blown drug addict.
right. Like after I
The
leave
things that
the
she
front,
says, how she
I'm going to go. That's what she looks like. Like, yeah,
ASAP, ASAP, ASAP. Like I feel bad.
yeah, it is.
I thank God. I thank God I don't deal with like drug addiction in my family because addiction is a terrible
Mm-hmm.
disease. I'm so thankful. Woo. Um. So moving on to the tomfoolery. This ninja. So after Latrice and Marie have their little kumbaya moment, damn Cedric ass pops up with his ass smiling like a damn the Cheshire cat, whatever the fuck they call it. It's just cheesing
Right.
with his cheating ass. And it's his happy birthday, all that cute stuff. So I'm getting to the most important parts, y'all. I'm not going every little thing. So Marie gives this whole speech about how he saved her life because he introduced her to a new form of some type of therapy that helps, I won't say cure her lupus, but helps reduce the inflammation, helps reduce the pain, the flare ups, all that stuff. It seems to be working. This is the first time I'm sure in years where she's gone a week, a whole week without medication. That's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
So, whatever the shit is, kudos to him for discovering it, researching it, whatever he did. That's great. I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her. However, all this singing his praises, oh my
Right.
God, he saved my life and he's this and he's that. And, he did his stuff, but I should have done this. Girl,
Mm-mm.
stop
No, man.
making excuses.
Right.
Stop making excuses.
Right.
Stop it. Hey,
Yeah.
Rashida. How you doing, boo? No, stop making excuses for this man. Like, that's great. He helped you. I'm glad. That's the least he could fucking do for all the shit he done put your ass through.
Hello.
So, um,
Yeah, absolutely. And
what you
the thing was, okay, thank you for the recommendation. First of all, we didn't know if the therapy was going to work. One, you saved my life, Cedric. No. The therapy saved your life. The doctors, the medicine, whatever they did, it's them. Not him. It's not him.
Oh God. Stop. I can't.
What are we saying? Like stop. Like it's just it's crazy. I don't understand. I don't understand. But I mean,
Oh,
because I feel like at her big age, she should know a little better right about
mm-hmm.
now. But you know those old school, you know those what are those? Is it Gen X
Yeah, I think we have the Gen
or
X
the
now.
baby boomers? Like those, they have those ideologies where they, you know, just center the man in their life and stuff like that. And you can see that's mainly how they you know perform in the world and just sing the praises. Same thing with Arena and Jamie. You know what I'm saying? He made me. Like, what do you mean? Like, you said that when your son needed help in school, you did everything. So I'm trying to figure out
Right.
how he made you. Like, you know, it's just like, okay, girl. I don't know. Stop taking credit away from yourself. The God in you, the power in you, and give that power back to yourself. That's all I gotta say. And stop giving it to somebody.
So then this nigga started singing Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Nigga! You can barely hold a note. Barely. Barely. Me.
I need the cheese. Where's Marie's face? Do you got the picture of Marie's face while he was singing?
No, I wish I did. But he was cheesing like this, damn near. Okay.
It looked just like that. Like a
She
girl
was
with a crush.
Oh my God.
She just sitting up there with her elbows on the table.
It's just like,
I was like, so easy. It's just so easy. Like,
it's too easy. Why do we make it so easy for them? Why do we make it so easy? Ay, Dios. I can't. We make it easy for them a lot of times. I was gonna say sometimes, but
absolutely.
A lot of times we make it way too easy.
Yeah. And that's why
too easy.
Glenn and Cedric feel like they can flip flop in and out the door like that because you make it too easy.
Too damn easy. Yeah. I see some of our crew is starting to come on in.
Yes, I see y'all.
You guys, I just want to remind you that I don't have a community tab, so it is very, very important that you guys click the notification bell for my channel, because that's pretty much the only way you'll get a heads up and get notified whenever I go live and drop content and drop videos. So it's really important.
Yeah, and I try to
for you guys to hit that.
Well,
so. Oh, I know you do. I appreciate you. But I just want to do some housekeeping. Just remind you guys that notification bell goes a long way. So thank you guys for watching. And we will continue. So next on the docket, I think this is when Tambra and Tisha have a little ponderosa. They have a little conversation. And you know, this is when Tisha brings up the information that she got from her decorator. I have in my notes. It's the lady is her decorator. I don't even have the girl's name. Oh, Taisha. These names on this show irk the shit for me because they're too similar. They all got a damn T in it. Except for Marie. I mean, shit. Taisha, who's Tisha's decorator. Okay. So the decorator, to bring y'all up to speed, the decorator is trying to say that, at some point she and Damon had some type of emotional connection. Emotional. It was so emotional. So Tamara like, bitch, what? Never thought they did it because I know the bitch. They was friends. We were all kind of cool at one moment, and then I guess at one point the chick send Demont a whole paragraph essay text. Anytime a woman sends a man a paragraph, they did something together, or there was definitely some connection, or they went on a date. I'm trying to tell y'all, ain't no woman sending no man no paragraph text message if there was no feelings.
Exactly.
Now, feelings could have been one-sided. We don't
Yeah.
know. And I'm glad that Tambra is not stupid. And when she had that phone, she got the scrolling. Let me see what the fuck else, And she claims that when she got to scrolling, she did not see anything that was super alarming or anything that was inappropriate. So
Right.
she's not too worried about it. And I'm gonna be honest, you guys, I wouldn't be either, just because they've been on and off.
Right. Right.
That was 8 months ago.
Yeah.
So as long as the guy is not like, as long as he's not lying to her face about the timeline, then it is what it is. If they did talk or they did text or they did flirt,
Exactly.
as long as wasn't when we were together, I don't care.
Right. Yep. And she played it
But
cool. I appreciated her playing it cool for what it was and not jumping
yeah.
the gun and not getting all, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
I agree.
agree.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm glad that she did not pop off. Now I will say this though. Let me see if it's in my notes. I don't want to jump ahead. Well, huh. Yeah. Okay. So she brings up the situation. No. Sorry. So when they're doing their interview, right? When they're doing their confessional, this is the shit that made me look at him a little bit sideways. When they were doing their little confessional about this topic, he gonna pop off at the producer talking about some. Oh, you think this is funny? What's so funny about this? Next topic.
Right.
Hold on,
You
sir.
know.
Your slip is showing.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. Because there
Your
was some
slip. You see,
there was
I was just
deflection.
defending him.
There was some deflection.
That slip was showing. Hey, Savannah.
Hey, Savannah.
The slip was showing. You pop up at a producer. Like, I just feel like whenever men get super defensive like that, I just always look at them like, you're making yourself look guilty. And don't get me wrong. I do feel like if someone's lying on me, I will get upset. Like, I don't believe that just because you get upset, that means you're guilty automatically. Not necessarily, because if someone's lying on you, naturally it's gonna piss you off. I get it. I'll give you that if it's that. But just know my eyes on him. After that reaction that he had with the
Right.
producer, my my eyes on you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, I've said this before, and we're gonna move on because that's the pretty much the end of it.
Right.
Um, sometimes men lie about stupid shit, and it don't even be that deep. Like, had they been honest about A, we wouldn't have been that mad
Just
about it. But because you lied about A and then you made a new
yeah.
lie, so this lie A and lie B, now
Mm-hmm.
we're
That's the
pissed.
problem.
Now it's a
Where
problem because
could
the
have been
original situation wasn't even that deep.
right.
It could have been nothing. We could have been had a cool reaction,
Right.
and that could be the situation with this chick.
Yeah. That's the
Listen, yes, Nita with the
same way.
wait.
Thank you,
Look,
Savannah.
yes,
Yeah,
my
we got
good
a good
eye. I don't know which one it is, but one of them is good. Okay. All right, y'all. We spent enough time on this. Let's move on to Married to Medicine. Oh, because that was some shit too. I tell y'all, all three of these shows came with it this week. Came with it. I am very, very impressed. So let's get right into it. Because oh yeah, because Nita, you got 10 o'clock, right? You have your thing or 9. What time is your
at
thing?
10.
Okay,
So
okay.
we
We
good
have a
to
little
go.
time.
We good to go.
Okay, we good. So Married to Medicine, honey, let's do it. So the episode kicks off with Anila and Karen. She's updating him on the Vegas trip, what happened, things that were said, Toya's antics, the shit that Toya said about long dicks and oh, if I had to switch a husband, it would be him because he seemed long. And all this shit that you're not supposed to talk about. That's inappropriate. Talking about she didn't know that the dick wasn't gonna get bigger when she got married. I mean, he's not in puberty. It's you got what you got. It ain't gonna grow no more. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what the hell she was thinking. It ain't gonna grow longer. I mean, the man is done developing.
Mm-hmm.
What you see is what you get.
You better take that thing for a test drive before you sign on the dotted line.
Yes, baby. Yes, we gonna get to Apollo. Trust me, for his little fine yellow self. We gonna get to Apollo and his big old muscles. Yes, Dr. Damon Daddy. We gonna get to him too because that scene was everything.
Right.
Respectful
show. She is. I mean, I don't know if I've seen anybody worse than that on national TV. That was like the lowest of the lows. I was just like, it was cringy for me.
She said shit like that before in previous seasons. I know.
Yeah. But Anila, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happened to that? She gave him a full report, even the stuff I was like.
You know how it be. That's how it be, Shawty. They be talking a good game, but then be pillow talking and everything.
Right.
Let's see. Okay, this was funny. So they came up with the rules for her parents, and because the parents are gonna come stay with them. Y'all know Anila acting like she cannot do shit with her two kids that go to school, but anyway, so she needs help. That's fine. I'm not, I don't want to judge because if I had two kids that were that little, I probably would need help too. To be very honest. And we have to remember that her husband does have a pretty grueling schedule. So she probably is by herself a lot. Yeah. And I have friends that are stay-at-home moms. That's just not easy.
Yeah.
Because at least when you go to work, you get a break from your kids. But to be with your kids all effing day or half the day or, whatever. So I try to give her a little bit of a bone, a little bit. She's complaining. I'll give her a little bit. So her parentals are coming and, her mom is damn high maintenance. Her mom don't have no damn boundaries. They don't,
like, oh, no.
So they come up with, what happened?
No. I was saying the mother was like, oh, no. Rules?
Okay. Rules? No.
This is going to be a mess.
That mom is so annoying. She's funny, but she's still annoying to me.
Yeah, this is going to be a mess.
It's going to be a hot ass mess. So, okay, this next scene, was a lot. So we're at Toya's house with her children, and they discuss an incident that happened where her son was accused of stealing while at a sleepover. Let's get into it because, I have to give it to Toya and Eugene. I love it when they have these vulnerable moments with their family. They give it to us every once in a while. I like their parenting style. I like Toya is annoying and she does yell at her children. I want her to dial back on the yelling, but I also like that she can talk to them calmly. I love that Eugene can talk. It's so important to speak to your children like in that type of way, because they're just little human beings, and Anyway, I really appreciated that conversation, and the severity behind it. They realized how severe that situation is. They did not confirm it, but I have a strong feeling that these were white kids. I have a strong feeling that these were white boys that they had a sleepover with, and they probably the only black boy there. And what's your thoughts? Because to accuse him of stealing, he's a kid. So when he was explaining it, it didn't really make sense. But I'm like, what made them accuse him? why do they accuse me?
Right.
Take it away.
Yeah, and I think because they made it a moment on TV, and the way they insinuated it, saying that when black kids talking about their stealing and all that stuff, so it felt like it was a direct it was a target
Yep.
for the children or whichever one of the boys. So definitely white children, because there aren't a lot of people that's in that price bracket in that neighborhood and in their inner circle. So yeah, I believe they were white, and I'm glad that they was able to address it. As soon as Toya heard what was going on, get your father, come here. This is a serious conversation. And they had the conversation. I love the way that played
Yeah.
out or whatever. And yes, you want to speak to your children, and you may have to speak to them over and over and over and over again until the light bulb finally goes off. Just pack your patience, because yes, they are little human beings, and a lot of times parents think that their children are an extension of themselves, somewhat, but they have their own autonomy. So treat them with respect, and try not to like beat down on your kids. It really causes a lot of trauma that we have to kind of work through later on in life. So that's my little PSA. But I did like the way it was handled, and I do think it was a targeted incident, like where he was accused because he's black.
Yes. So moving on. So Heavenly has a doctor appointment with Dr. Jackie to talk about, going through menopause, or, nearing menopause. And, like Jackie says, welcome to the mature club. I love how she says that. Welcome to the mature club. But, Heavenly's a little bit down because she had just realized that her mom's health is declining rapidly, and she is going to have to go into hospice. And hospice is like basically the end of the road.
Exactly.
So that is very hard to process, to think about, to deal with. So I felt I felt bad for her. And if y'all don't know, her mom did end up dying. So, it was, she tried to be strong, but I could tell it was sad for her.
Right.
We already kind of touched on it, but Adila's parents came to town and laughed at them damn rules. Now, some of the rules, I'm not mad at Karen, because wash your damn hands before you clean and touch my food. And don't tidy up. Don't leave the shit there's certain rules he had. I was like, yeah, because if you have to tell my parents that, there's something wrong with the dynamics a little bit.
Yeah.
You have any thoughts?
I loved it. I told you, when Anila mother is so funny to me. Like, she is so animated and so funny. I love the way how they was looking at that them rules. She was like, we have it in American and we have it in Hindi. I was like, okay. But I felt like they were fully in their right. That is their house. A lot of times parents don't respect their children's boundaries, whether they are grown or not. So I'm just glad he had the conversation, because if you don't have the conversation, then you like, well, you didn't communicate this, and then you have like a little out. But no, if I bring it to your attention, then if something happens, then I can address it. You know what I'm saying? And you're well within your right to address it.
Yep. So moving on.
He said, why do you need to tell grown people to wash their hands? Exactly. I think it's a culture. Is it a culture thing? Because
they were talking about how they eat with their hands and all that stuff. So it might.
But he's a doctor now, so he really is on the whole cleanliness and washing hands. I think that's where, because I know he's from Hindi or Indian as well, so I know that that's part of his culture as well. But because he's kind of Americanized, westernized himself, so he's kind of different.
Whoo! So we get to the dinner from heaven. the dinner, the dinner from hell. Oh, child. So Simone has a bright idea to have a dinner with Heavenly and Contessa and their husbands. I don't know why Jackie wasn't there. I don't know why Toya wasn't there. Found that very interesting. I know they kind of made up in Vegas, but I still feel like it was too soon to only have them two, like not another buffer. It would have been nice to have Jackie there or Toya. Maybe there was a scheduling conflict. I don't know, but I was curious about that. So shit goes left rather quickly. So at first, Heavenly cracked a joke, which I thought Heavenly, this was a bad joke. It's too soon. Hashtag too soon. When she was like, you know, they had called us over here to give y'all some marital advice. Too soon, Heavenly. Abort the joke. Too soon.
Wrong road.
Code red. Too soon. I was like, that is way too soon. Maybe like 8 months down the road when y'all been good, but bitch, don't do that shit right.
It was too soon, and she gonna say it in the confessional, talking about, oh, I thought everything was good, but I'm like, girl, you ain't think all that was good. I could tell Contessa was being performative in the moment when Heavenly gave because I mean, you don't want somebody to like try to genuinely give you an apology and crying and all of these things, and you kind of, not be empathic to the situation. But I don't know why Contessa can't get over it. And I think that's probably where a lot of the stuff stems in her marriage, like her inability to let things go. Because there's a lot, people do that a lot, and they'll keep on bringing up and bringing up and bringing up. And we got past it, and then you bring it up again. And, so how do you work past it if you're, if you keep on bringing it up? And so, yeah.
Right. So they basically, the point of inviting them over was to kind of talk about their book and talk about relationships, marriage, etc., to potentially put some of their comments, in the book or whatever, some of their ideas, whatever, into the book. So let me see. So everyone has a conversation about marriage, and Simone makes a comment, and she's just like, when it's good, but when it's bad, it's bad. And then Damon chimes in and opens up like he's never done before. He said, oh gosh, I'm gonna try to do his voice. When it comes to women, you don't realize how painful your words can be. But when it comes to men, there's no BS. If you cross the line, you know what's on the other side. Women have no line, no boundaries. How was that? That wasn't my best.
I thought the Damon did.
Then Contessa jumped her ass in the conversation. Well, you know what? I'm kind of like a dude. Because I'd rather wrestle you. I'd rather wrestle you than to like have all this back and forth and name calling and cursing and yelling. All right, Contessa.
Right. Okay. I was like, girl, sit down.
Okay. In my opinion, she had an attitude from the beginning. And she started all this shit.
Yeah.
She started all of it. She started it. She started it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where was I at? So she jumped in. Whatever. So then he continues to speak. He doesn't like to be vulnerable with the group, because he's witnessed that when others do speak up and share something or reveal something, the next minute, the next day, the next hangout is being used as an insult or a punchline, or and I feel him because we've seen it time and time again on the show. So I wasn't mad at Dr. Damon Daddy.
Yeah. I agree.
For that. I agreed. And she chimed in again. Oh, you talking about Heavenly? No, I'm just, just in general. Why? Like, Heavenly, you talk about Heavenly. She said it at least 2 different times. At least twice she said that shit at the damn dinner table, getting on my damn
Goddamn.
nerves. Um, goddamn
Right.
nerves.
I
So let
was
me
pissed.
see.
I was like,
Okay, and then
Contessa.
she also chimes in. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was saying
Go ahead.
Contessa, please. I I was just mad. I said the same thing. I think it might just be a little bit of delay. Because I hear you just fine, but it feels like you hear me a little late. Just a little late.
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. Um, I can't stand to see Curtis on my TV. You didn't
I
see him.
know.
He wasn't there.
Right.
You
No,
still hate,
you were saying something about a
you
buffer, and
still
it
hate
was like
Curtis?
real girl, yeah. His old cheating ass. Get his ass off the screen. I don't like him at all.
Oh
He got forgiven way too easily for that, and he doesn't
my God. Yes.
deserve Dr. Jackie, to me, in my opinion. Dr. Jackie is way too good for him. Child, I don't know. I don't like him.
Yes. Oh, yes. Listen, Dr. Damon Daddy handled Heavenly, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Because he's the only one that can put her in her place.
Yeah.
Team No
Yeah.
Curtis. I didn't know y'all like this. Oh shit, that's so funny to me. I didn't know y'all still had this grudge. Okay, she gonna stick beside him.
Yes, it's
Jay.
familiar. Familiar. A lot of people just go back just for
Yeah,
familiarity.
and they've been together so many years. Yeah. So moving back to the dinner from hell, because shit start to really pop off. Where was I at? Let's see.
I was
Okay,
I was
so
surprised God was so quiet. Were you surprised at how quiet he was at the dinner?
the guys.
Dr. Scott.
Oh, Scott. Yeah, I was surprised, but he acted like a little punk this season for some reason. He
Mhm.
has so much lip service the last 2 seasons, but this season he's like a church mouse, just quiet like a church mouse. He don't want to say
I
shit.
noticed
Just,
that.
but he had so much lip the last 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So much lip.
Yeah. I said,
Hmm.
I see you trying to redeem yourself. Nah, you still on
Yeah.
my.
Let's see.
He growing, y'all.
Wait, hold on. Okay. I'm looking at my notes because So Contessa chimes in and says, "Yeah, you have to be careful. When you share who you share things with. It was a dig at Heavenly. Heavenly responded, said, "Don't say stuff about your husband that you don't want repeated.
Right.
Simple as that." Like I feel like Contessa is trying to rewrite history. Like, girl,
Mm-hmm.
do you remember how much shit that you aired out last season? Like, we're not gonna forget. We might forget some details, but we're never gonna forget how much you guys showed. And it was a hot ass mess. Stop trying to rewrite history. It's not. We're not gonna forget. It's not gonna poof and be gone. So stop trying to rewrite the narrative. Like, bitch, nobody dug up shit on your marriage. Nobody dug up information and put you on blast. You put yourself on blast,
Mm-hmm.
and naturally people had an opinion. After reunion, you were okay with the lady speaking up on your behalf when you were boohoo fucking crying and was like quiet like a little scared child and you couldn't fucking speak up for yourself. You was cool having Heavenly and Quad speak for you. You were okay. You had no problem with Quad speaking up for you.
Come on, Ray.
But my marriage. Oh, you guys spoke about my marriage.
Come on, Ray.
Stop history because it ain't gonna stop trying to rewrite the narrative. It ain't changing. In the
Right.
words of many leaks, it ain't changing over here.
Right.
It ain't changing. So we gonna think what we think because we saw what we saw. Now moving on because she pissed me off and she gonna continue to piss me off as I read these damn notes. So they start going back and forth arguing. Damon is like, this is not what I wanted. We are not about to do this. He looks at Heavenly and says, "I know you think this is what you're supposed to do, but I'm asking you not to do this, please." In his nice Barry White voice. because he didn't want all the hoop and hollering. And if you notice, he was in his scrubs. He probably had a long damn day at work. Like and then after watching Heavenly her live, I do feel bad for her because this same day she had received some bad news about her mom. So it was a lot going on with her as well. So it wasn't good.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't good. I kind of wish she didn't go.
Look at the expression on her face. It felt like she wasn't there. It felt like something else was going on. It was not herself. It wasn't herself. She was going through.
She was very like depleted, very depleted.
Yeah.
It seemed like. So Damon got Heavenly together, and he said, "This is a prime example. You see how many times I had to ask you to stop, blah blah blah, and you didn't. That's a sign of disrespect." And baby, when he said that, Simone's face was because they've never seen Heavenly get checked quite like that, let alone from Dr. Damon Daddy. So they were surprised. She was definitely shocked. I mean, I was like, I did too, because I was like, oh shit. Heavenly, don't disrespect Dr. Damon Daddy now. Okay, we team Daddy over here. We team Daddy. Don't be disrespecting. Team Daddy. So,
yes.
But he got her together, and everybody needs to be checked every now and again. So, Miss Heavenly, you got checked. I still love you, but your ass got checked, and it was necessary. Simone's jaw dropped to the floor like everybody else's. And then Damon addresses Heavenly and Contessa's crap and says, you know what? The stuff that's happening between you guys, it really hurts me. It really bothers me that you guys are, have this BS going on. Contessa, it's not BS. It's not BS. It's real. It's real. It's not BS. It's real. Bitch.
Right.
Can you finish talking? Like, to me, Contessa was not listening to understand. She was listening to speak. Because if she was listening to understand, she would have seen that the message that Damon was trying to get at was very general. And even he was including his wife in that as well. So she took everything so personal. It's like she was just sitting on ready, just sitting on damn ready, just sitting on it. And she really pissed me off. And her negative ass really got the shit popping.
Yeah, she did.
It pissed me off.
I think that's what she wanted to do, actually.
So Contessa kept interrupting Damon and accused him of taking his wife's side, which I don't know how she saw that. And then Heavenly snaps and was like, can you just be quiet long enough for the man to speak? And then Contessa says, no, you shut the up, Heavenly, because Heavenly didn't really curse at her. She just said, can you just shut? She did say shut up, but then Contessa said, shut the F up. So that's just, it escalated. And at that point, Damon was like, all right, let's go. Sorry, y'all. We about to leave. Like, Damon was pissed. He was pissed. But his anger was still so reserved. Like, oh my God, I want a man like Damon.
Yeah.
He's one of a kind. He's like a gem.
Self-control on point.
Yes. Just, wow. I love the way he speaks. Even his anger is not even that deep. Like, he's still just, and what he was saying was completely right.
I agree.
He was disappointed in his wife because it is like, he's calling her out. Like, look, she might be wrong. Contessa might be wrong in this case, but Heavenly, you do this a lot with these group of women, and it gets to be too much. It's basically what the hell he was trying to say.
Right.
What's the comments? Let's see what y'all saying. Yeah, the buddy. I don't know. That was very controversial a few years ago. Hey, buddy.
It's funny. It's funny, but I don't know if I would want my lover, my partner, to call me buddy. So that's all.
Maybe it's an old school thing.
Yes,
self-control.
I'm big on that.
It's so attractive to me.
Yes.
We'll go. Yeah. Did she know about the mom? Did she know? I don't know if Simone knew. I know Jackie knew, but I don't know if Simone knew. I mean, if she did, that's a good point, definitely. Yeah, thank you, HEA, because I forgot about that. I was like, and don't get me wrong, y'all. I know they chop and screw stuff and they leave stuff out, but from what I gathered from Damon's message, he was not trying to be rude. He was not trying to lecture. He wasn't trying to discipline anybody. He was having a vulnerable moment where he was expressing how he feels and what he witnesses in the group, including his wife. The message was including Heavenly. He even checked Heavenly at the table in front of everybody, but that wasn't good enough for Contessa. That was not good enough for her. She still wanted to be the victim and bringing up credentials. It had nothing to do with it. Oh, we're both doctors, honey. You don't speak to me that way. We get both paid the same. Are you sure?
I was so disappointed in Contessa in that moment. I was like, girl,
she's so fucking immature. She's like,
like, it didn't even make any sense. Like, I feel like either she doesn't want a man talking to her, but he's just having a damn conversation. Like, why are you so defensive and he can't talk to you? Why he can't talk to you? Who the fuck are you? Like,
thank you.
Argue. Why somebody can't speak to you in a normal tone, not disrespectful, and we having a conversation. Contessa, I think I'm done with her.
And the thing is, people were before this drama, people were already not feeling her previous seasons, but now, but no, I don't know. She did not curse. I've watched like other YouTubers. They Heavenly did not curse first. She did say shut up. She did say shut up, but she didn't say the F word. Contessa said shut the. She dropped the F bomb.
Yes,
if we're being technical, she did drop the F bomb. Contessa did, not Heavenly. So just she did say shut up though, which is still rude.
Which could be
Cecil moves down. Yeah, shut up is still rude. I'm not gonna front. It's definitely still rude, but at the like in this case, the amount of times that Contessa was interjecting when Damon was speaking, I probably would have said shut up too. Like obviously, in a normal sane mind, I'm not gonna tell somebody to shut up. But if you keep picking at the bear, poking the bear, like I'm gonna tell you to shut. I'm probably gonna tell you to shut up.
Yeah, she was.
So I think Heavenly was quiet the whole time. Contessa kept interjecting, kept having a smart ass comment. Oh, you're talking about Heavenly? It was repeatedly. So that's when Heavenly was like, "Can you shut up and let the man speak?" Like, and it's her husband. So bitch, you trying to be rude to my man? Like, yeah, I probably would have not been calm, Monique. I probably would have been turn up,
right,
Monique. So,
right, absolutely.
I give Heavenly a pass on this episode because not only her mom situation, I feel like Contessa was the aggressor, and I feel like she was the antagonist. So
yeah, that's the word.
This is one
I'm gonna antagonist. That is exactly what she was doing.
She was. I mean, shit, you lucky Damon was as calm as he was because you kept interrupting him. You were being mad rude. You had slick ass comments. Like, I really wish Scott pussy ass would have said something to his wife and been like, babe, calm down. He didn't say nothing to her from what we saw. Shit, he probably still in the doghouse. I don't know. They irritate me because I hate when people try to. What do I say to y'all? I hate when people try to.
You're intelligent.
Play with my intelligence, and they are trying to play with all of our, like everybody, all viewers, all of us. They trying to pull a wool over our eyes, guys, and we're not. Right. We're not falling for it. Nita,
I got both eyes open.
We see you. We see you. We see each other.
Right.
We see each other. Moochie's in the building. Hey, boo. Yes. Moochie. Y'all check out Moochie. I'm sure I already know y'all do, but any new people in the chat, a couple new people in the chat. So let's see.
Yeah, this is my first time seeing Donna D.
Whoop. Yeah. I like your commentary, Donna D. Keep it flowing.
Welcome.
Dr. Rose said she called up someone before the day. Oh yes, thank you. Okay. Yes, thank you. I think she did say that in her live. Thank you for reminding me. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Contessa was talking about Scott needing counseling, but listen.
That part.
Whew,
isn't it crazy how doctors need therapy as well? Like, that just goes to show you, like,
they're fucking human. I've worked for so many doctors back in my day. I've worked with a lot of doctors, and I'm telling y'all, they are fucking human.
Yeah.
They may have the God some of them have that complex, but at the end of it, they got problems, they got issues, they got all types of shit, just like anybody else. They just get paid well for their career. That's all. I think Contessa brought up the credentials because on her YouTube, Dr. Hurley always talks about the fact that she makes the most money. I mean, she actually says that Jackie makes the most money.
Oh yeah, she actually does.
Yeah, she doesn't even put herself in. She always says Jackie makes the most out of all of them.
Yeah, but she does make a big deal about money, credentials, and all that stuff. So
she does. I'm not gonna front. She does. It typically is usually shade at Toya. Not Contessa, because I've watched Heavenly Lives for about 2 or 3 years now. But no, she started COVID, so I guess 2+ years. She always calls Contessa a smart, educated woman. She always gives Contessa credit for being so driven and always trying to do something new. So whenever she talks about credentials, I promise you, she's not throwing shade at Contessa. Right now, because of Contessa's comments on this past episode, yes, now Heavenly is mentioning Contessa's name when it comes to money. And that's why she's defending her husband now and saying, baby, Damon makes a lot of money because of X, Y, and Z. So I do want to be fair. She does talk about credentials, but it's always a dig at Toya, because Toya don't be doing shit.
Right.
When it comes to business and stuff, she never goes after Jackie, Simone, Contessa. She never does, because she knows they work hard and they're great doctors. She always says that whether she's beefing or not, she always gives them that respect,
right,
as far as their career and what they do, because she knows the severity behind that. Yeah, he was trying not to be aggressive. I just Contessa just irritate me. I mean,
to no end.
And I used to like Contessa. Right, a therapist can need a therapist, exactly, and they do. Again, I've worked with therapists. Trust me, they have therapists because they're human. Oh my gosh. Yes, baby. All right, y'all. Sorry, I'm all in the comments. Y'all saying some good stuff. Right. All right, let me go back to my notes.
They have.
I forgot what the hell I was doing. Yeah, I was just talking to y'all for like 10 minutes. It felt like shit. Okay, where the fuck am I at? Woo. Okay. Actually, we about damn done. Shit.
Yeah.
Because the damn dinner was the biggest shit. We about done. Jackie's with at least for Married to Medicine. Let me see the picture. Where's the picture I got?
The big O party. It's okay. Well,
yeah, the big O.
It's not really worth mentioning to me. I don't know.
Yeah, the O party. I'm gonna mention, I even put in my notes, not much to talk about.
Right.
Heavenly could not come because of, that's funny. I literally put it in my notes. Heavenly could not come because of her mom's health condition and what was going on at the time. Anila brought her mom. I don't know why. Contessa's talking to Toya and about what happened, and of course giving a false narrative. And while the girls are being mean girls and talking shit about Heavenly and all that stuff, that's when Quad steps in and says, you know why she probably reacted that way? Because her mom is dying. Quad fucking dramatic. So dramatic, because her mom is dying right now. So of course Everybody felt like crap afterwards. And then Contessa want to pray. You bitch, you in this. I mean, I'm all about prayer.
I
I'm all about
don't want no prayer
wanted to
from
pray.
somebody that's my enemy. You keep that. I'll take it from somebody else.
Facts. She want to pray in Vegas, and it's also her timing. Like, bitch, you be want. I don't know, whatever. I mean, I can appreciate the prayer because that shows me that above all, you still want the best for her. Cool. But you're still a weirdo to me. You're still weird. I'm not fucking with you. I probably never will again as a viewer, unfortunately, because I used to really like Contessa. I used to like her. But between her actions on the show and then the behind the scenes tea that Heavenly spills, ooh.
Yeah, that's how I said. I think she put the nail in the coffin for me this season. I have not.
Like you ruined a great friendship, a real friendship that you had off camera with somebody for a storyline.
Yeah.
For a storyline?
Yeah, that's what they do.
Because you wanted to rewrite history and like pretend like we're gonna forget. So you said, okay, well, instead of y'all digging in my fucking marriage and us acting a fool like we did last year, we're gonna shift the narrative to Heavenly. Like I just because I feel like, don't get me wrong. Yes, there's a good chance that deep down she was bothered, right? But I think it went that deep. I just think bothered, yeah, but she just took it, to the extreme.
Right.
But we're done with her. We're done with them. That was Married to Medicine, y'all. We are switching over now to Housewives of ATL. Well, I forgot to do this. What y'all rate the episode? What do y'all rate Married to Medicine's episode? This past episode,
I give it a 8.5.
Okay,
8.5.
I'll give it a good 8. I was entertained.
I'm always on the higher side.
I know.
But girl, when I tell you RHOA had me cracking up, like I was getting my life with the shade and with it's the producers for me. It's them with them flashbacks. I mean,
it's the production.
Yeah,
really.
They made me holler. I was screaming. Well, all that stuff was going.
Ooh.
It was good.
Thank you.
Okay. HA says 7. Okay.
I say 8.5 because I was entertained. Married to Medicine, I was entertained.
Right.
So I'll give it an 8.5 or something like that.
Yeah, and definitely
because I was,
that in the scene. That dinner scene, that marriage scene. Then I like when Cecil actually went out to talk to him and kind of calm him down and give Heavenly some grace. That's what I'm saying. I love that. That was great. And then when Dr. Damon Daddy got into the car, he was just like, let's just not talk right now. I need to calm
down. Oh my God.
Where are they, Jesus? Where are they?
God, please. Okay. I said the Sierra prayer. I said my little Sierra prayer probably 3-4 months ago. I'm going to say it again this month. This is my birthday month. I'm going to say it this month. I'm going to say it in a couple months. I'm going to keep saying this damn prayer about the type of man that I want in my life. Mm-hmm. That is the definition of emotional intelligence.
Yes.
To be able to articulate and say, I'm really irritated right now. I'm really angry. Let me calm down. Let's just not talk right now because I need to cool down. I need to calm down.
Yeah.
Mary,
I love it. I love it.
I love shit like that. All the material shit, that's good. Looks, that's good. But who are you at your core?
Right.
And that's what the fuck I care about. Like, don't get me wrong. You got to be somewhat attracted to the person. You got to be a little attraction, But I care about, that's something you just don't see all the time. So when you see it, you're just like, oh my God.
It's so attractive. Like, it's something like, baby. Like, look, I got a little chill bumps on my arm.
Okay, Dr. Damon Daddy. Yes. Yes. And Cecil, before Damon, Cecil was my favorite husband on the show.
He was
because besides his little one moment where he got with the girls on social media, besides that, he's always been the most level-headed husband. Very reasonable, easy to talk to, easygoing, level-headed. He's always been that. So he was my favorite husband for a long time, but then Damon took that spot. So now it's Damon first, and then Cecil comes at second place.
Well, you know who last on our list is Curtis. Curtis is last.
Oh, well, okay, let's take it back. Let's take it back, baby. Who was worse, Curtis or Dr. Shit? Of course, I forget his name right when I'm about to say it.
Scott?
No, Quads.
Oh, no.
Dr.
I knew who you was about to say.
Why am I forgetting his name? I had it on the tip of my tongue.
Shorty Bebop? I don't know.
Who's worse? Because they're kind of...
Yeah. He showed his ass. He showed his natural ass. You know, they neck and neck for me.
Greig, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Crystal. Greg, Dr. Greg. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Gregory. I love when Quad used to, Gregory. Like Quad used to, whatever. But his last season, I felt bad for Quad.
It was awful. I was like, oof. He showed his ass on that.
I felt so bad. Tessa came to the dinner with the chip egg. Thank you. Exactly. All the way left.
Right.
Facts. Nothing but straight facts right there.
I'm with you, right?
Yeah, boy. Greg, they really are like here because at least I will give him this. Curtis admitted he was wrong and immediately tried to make it right. I'm not saying it was right, but I'm saying I would rather a man beg for my forgiveness, send me gifts, send me stuff, beg for my forgiveness versus someone who is playing with my intelligence, gaslighting the out of me. This man, let me bring y'all back just for a second. This man was about to cheat on Quad. He and his boys were out one night in Atlanta, met some chicks at the bar, the club, the lounge, wherever, went back to a hotel and was about to smash. Greg then said, you know what? Let me get out of here. This ain't good. Okay, great. You didn't pull your dick out. Good for you. Great. That's one kudos to you because you didn't, so you left. The bitch tries to extort you. You tell your wife, and 2 seconds later be like, okay, so you gonna help me or not? You gonna help me or not? Nigga, what? You should be glad I don't cut your fucking dick off right now talking to me. And a bitch is trying to extort us because of some shit that you did behind my back. So Greg gaslit the F out of Quad. And if y'all go back and watch how their arguments, and that is why for me they're close, but I actually, now that I'm talking about it, now that I'm remembering it, I think Dr. Greg was worse than Curtis. He was worse than Curtis because his half-ass apologies, the way he would gaslight Quad, the way he would speak to Quad, his argument style, and he was a psychiatrist. The irony, the freaking irony. So, Greg takes the cake as the worst husband on the show, and then Curtis is right after his black ass.
All right.
Ooh, his little weasel looking fucking ass self. Oh. Moving on. Moving the fuck on. So I'm sorry.
Look, we changed it to Real Housewives of Atlanta. We still was talking Married to Medicine for like 10 minutes.
Cause that shit, I was like, wait a second. Nope, my memory bank came and
right.
Memory bank clicked in. I was like, wait a minute. Like the wires, look, the wires went, the antennas went, wait a second. Okay, she agrees with me. Greg is worse than Curtis. Thank you. Okay, and it's okay. It's okay to have different opinions. Donna D, it's okay to have a different opinion, baby. I just my memory just went crazy. So I promise you can. It's okay to have different opinions on our channel. We welcome them. Yeah, Curtis and Jackie. Yeah, they did. But Quad, to me, Quad and Greg's season,
The
when
worst.
their bad season was worse because there was so much arguing. The arguments got nasty. They had to bring other people in to help them. He fell out on the ground. It got very nasty between it. Just it didn't get that way between Curtis and Jackie. It didn't. We saw Curtis begging for. So that's why I said, Greg, his weasel ass.
Yep.
Yep, he was. Yep, I remember the picture too. Yep, hand in hand, hand in hand,
Yes.
hand in hand.
Yes. To Greg's head. Yes, I believe so.
It might have, yeah, one of their heads. Shit, probably both of them too.
Yeah,
But yeah.
they had to. Well,
I'm
you gonna have
sorry,
to get one
Savannah.
from me too, Savannah, because girl, I be getting it too.
I know that's my one. That's one of my vices. I have a potty mouth. I know. I need to do better. I'm trying. Not
Yes,
really.
yes.
I'm not trying, but I'm trying low key. Yeah, they had a terrible marriage. Okay, I talked y'all's head off enough
Okay.
with that. Let's not forget. Please like, subscribe if you have not already, and enable notifications. Notification bell is very important, you guys, because right now I do not have a community tab, so I cannot give you guys a heads up before I go live, unfortunately. So the notification bell is super duper duper important. You will get notified whenever I drop new content and whenever we go live and all that good stuff. Okay.
All right.
Thank you guys. So, RHOA. Let's see. Let me look at my pictures. Let me see what I got. What I got. What I got. What I got. How did it start off? Oh shit. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know it takes me a minute to transition. I
I
thought I
be
had the damn picture.
I be so happy when it's not my week.
Oh, I did. I
Cause
know. Same here. I'd be like, okay. No, did it start like this? No, but I'm gonna put them up there because we're gonna talk about them. So Marlo talks to her sister about the boys, and how they're doing over at the sister's house, and she says they're not really doing much. They're still not cleaning up after themselves, etc. I think it's gonna be another like 5 days before they return to Marlo. So she's enjoying, I guess, her last few days of her break. And we'll get back to them shortly.
yes.
So Drew, baby, Drew had her surgery, okay, because she busted up her foot in Jamaica, busted her ass, and messed her foot up. I did feel bad. She had surgery, all types of stitches, all types of stuff went down. So she's recovering. So shockingly, Sheree and Sonya come to the rescue and come and visit her, which was a very, pleasant surprise. Of all the ladies, we were not thinking that Sonya and Sheree would come and see her, but they did. So that was nice of them. Let's see. They basically have a conversation about Jamaica because Drew had missed, I think, the last day or two because she had to go back early, I think, or something like that. Or she was like in the hotel room resting because she couldn't really, so she missed out on a lot of the activities the last couple days.
Right.
So they're trying to bring her up to speed, and they tell her about the dinner scene with Kenya and Sonya, and the "What's up, Kenya?" and the back and forth between them, and then the Ross standing up and all of that stuff. So they're filling her in. No, she was there for Ross. What am I saying? Nonetheless, fuck it. They filling each other in on the bullshit, right? Okay. So, what was I about to say? So Sheree lets Sonya know that Kenya wasn't too fond of the way Ross stood up. So remember, Kenya and Sheree were on the little river excursion, and she felt like it was aggressive. And you know what, you guys, I'm sorry, Black people, we about to have a conversation. We about to have a conversation. We about to get real. And some of y'all might not like what I have to say, and it's okay. We can agree to disagree. That aggressive bullshit, y'all not about to make me, y'all not getting over on me with that word. I don't give a flying F. We black. When it's black on black, bitch, I'm calling you aggressive. If you were aggressive, you were aggressive. I'm not about to go in the dictionary and find a word that makes you feel better. I'm not doing that. Now, when it comes to white people, no shade. I love y'all. If y'all in the comments, I love y'all too. If it comes to other races and a black person, then yes, I understand why we have to be careful with using the word aggressive. I get it. But when we're black on black, don't hit me with that Black Lives Matter crap about, oh, don't use aggressive. You know, the black man, it's harder. You forget I'm black too, right? So you're not gonna pull that shit on me. Like, we're black on black. So I don't like that now all of a sudden we can't say the word aggressive because now it's become a buzzword and it's stirring up. No, if you were being aggressive to me, and if my feelings as a human being, if I felt threatened, uncomfortable, or anything of that sort, and I felt like you as a man standing up, projecting your voice, projecting your maleness, your testosterone at me, and dropping F bombs. If I felt it was aggressive, it was aggressive. You don't know what I've been through in my life. You don't know what I have going on. And if I feel it's aggressive, that's how I feel. You cannot tell me how to feel. Now you can defend yourself and say that was not your intentions, but you can't tell me how to feel. So Sonya using the black card against another black woman, I don't like when we do that to each other when it's black on black. Stop it. Y'all did it. Y'all doing it right now. Y'all did it seasons ago when Kenya when Tammy's crazy ass nephew with can't charge that Kenya was about to hit her. Y'all did the same. Phaedra and them did the same bullshit about Black Lives Matter and black men that she tried to pull the race card. Y'all do it on Potomac. I don't like it when it's black on black. Stop doing that. That's my rant for the night.
Oh, that's rant number 2, y'all. That's rant number 2.
Rant number 2. Tell me how y'all feel. Even if you disagree, y'all can disagree in the comments. But I would like to know if I'm alone on that one, or if anybody sees where I'm coming from when it comes to that.
Yeah, I got you. I hear you loud and clear.
Because Sonya calls Kenya and is like, I don't really appreciate this and this, that, and the third, and you shouldn't be using that word, talk about another black man. I just didn't really care for that. And they hung up because you can honestly, Kenya was half asleep. I don't know what time at night they were filming, but Kenya was having a good old nap. Right. You could hear it in her voice. She was knocked out. She was sleeping. So, she's kind of disoriented. She's like, huh, what? Because the first thing she said was, is everything okay? Right. I'm like, shit, what time was it? So she was kind of out of it. She said she doesn't remember using that word, but she's like, all right, Sonya, okay, I'll talk to like she was sleeping. Then Sonya was like, bye, bitch. Okay. well, I bet your ass made sure you hung up before you said that, bitch.
Listen, I just can't wait for the reunion. I can't wait for the reunion, honey. That thing gonna be on and popping. On and popping. Oh, we were talking about Ralph. Yes, he definitely.
I figured.
He knows how to play her. He definitely knows.
Yeah, I feel you, Crystal. Kenya is dramatic. She is. Lord knows she.
Yeah, I don't think that.
But I just feel like she had
act like this in real life. Kenya puts on for the camera. She puts on for the show. She clocks in and does what needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? She does what needs to be done on this show, or we're not going to have a show the same way Heavenly does for Married to Medicine. Like, you have to have a person that can turn it on and keep the mess stirring and stuff like that. You know, I be behind her in some things. Some things I be like, girl, you doing team too much. But like I said, this is a reality show. We got to keep it pushing.
Yeah, Kenya knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
I like him too. I like him too. Y'all know me. I can like a motherfucker and still check him. So trust me.
Absolutely.
Ross is still bae.
Yeah.
Ross is still bae. He's still my yummy dark chocolate. He's still my eye candy on the show. He's still all of that. But in that moment, he was wrong.
Poor Sonya. She said she told Drew and Sheree talk about Kenya ABF. I said, girl, you just wait.
Yeah, at least she can own it. At least she can own it. I'll give her that.
Sheree putting another battery in her back. Talking about, you got to keep her. I said, girl, you about to have Kenya finish her. Like,
so the bone, like, okay, Sheree, so the bone collector is like getting activated at the end of the season. Like, bitch, what the, like, because at first she really wasn't doing that, but then all of a sudden, like, wait, Sheree, this feels really familiar. Hold up, bone collector. Like, anyway, let me move on.
Right.
Sorry, y'all.
It was funny though. I was like, oh my God. And she fell for it though. I was just like, wrong.
Yeah, wrong. She did. Okay, y'all. We about to get into some good shit. Woo! Kenya versus Rowan. I wish I had a picture of Rowan. Damn. I wish I had a picture of Rowan. Confetti. Oh my God. That was some of the best back and forth banter I've heard in a long time.
I was not expecting it from her. I was like, okay, come on, girl. You better hold your
Don't play with them over there in the Middle East, baby. I have a lot of friends that are from the Middle East, baby. They don't play. They get right with your ass, okay? They get right with your ass. Rowan was, I'm gonna be honest, you guys. When I first watched it, was it entertaining? Yes, but I thought Kenya was being so rude.
Yeah.
It took me back, and I'm glad they did a flashback. Yeah. It took me back to her first season, Cynthia's event, and the who wants to see booty crack and cheek crack and ass crack, whatever she said, coochie crack and
that's what Kenya does.
What kind of stuff is this? And she was being so nasty and so rude to Rowan. And I ain't like it.
Right.
So, but she did look gorgeous in this scene. I'm gonna give her that. She looked really pretty. Mm-hmm. And so did Sheree. So Sheree's having, I guess, a casting call, or I don't know if you can call it that, because there was barely any people there. For her fashion show. However, she didn't want it to be, I guess, put on Instagram. Like, she didn't want that many people to know about it. I didn't really understand that. Kenya was like, honey, why didn't you, we could have had a line wrapped around the building, baby. Right. And this is why I say Sheree does not use her resources. Truly. Had she, I swear to y'all on everything, I don't know Candy them in real life, but I'd bet some money if Sheree had a meeting with Candy and her crew and said, you guys, could you guys help me do this? And I'll give you this person, however the business side works. Even if she just asked Candy for help, do you know such and such person that can do this and this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Use your resources. Kenya is an amazing resource. Do you see all the facts and the knowledge she was spitting out? She was rude as hell, but the things that she was saying, I agreed with. The way she was communicating, I did not like it. But what she was saying, she knows what she's talking about.
You know what? I think Sheree is embarrassed. I think she is a tad bit embarrassed. And she thinks the bigger the crowd, the bigger the disappointment, the bigger the, you know what I'm saying, the bigger the flop will be, the noise that's heard around Atlanta and around the world, baby. She's gonna get drugged once again. So I think right now she's operating in fear. Um, but if she wasn't gonna do it, I don't know. I just think she shouldn't have. But I mean, I guess she needed it for a storyline. She needed it for a storyline, but I just really think she should just, yeah, she is wasting our time. Like, she's wasting her time too. Like, if you're not gonna go all in, you know, and you know your children are grown, you don't have anybody that you're committed to. Like, you have something that you could call your own. You can put all your energy into, and I'm just not understanding why we keep going wrong, and it's just so frustrating to me. Good night.
Shit, all that time she was dealing with damn Tyrone, you could have been anyway. Y'all have some great comments. I pretty much agree with everybody, what y'all just said. So the models, they were walking good, but they were short. And I guess this is still a thing. You gotta be tall to model, I guess, even for this little shit. Bitch, this ain't no fucking serious runway. Anyway.
Right. I'm like, what are they? Are they doing ball gowns? Like, no, girl. If you're talking about jeggings, leggings, and
thank you. Thank you.
Shut up.
Oh.
She got on my nerves.
Thank you. Thank you. My point exactly. Shit. So okay, yeah. So they listen. RHOA and Kenya go back and forth. The first thing Kenya say is, "So why are we positioned here? Shouldn't we be positioned here so that when they walk, we see them?" Well, this is how I like to do it. Oh, okay, the wrong way. Oh, shit. That was strike one. I don't remember what strike 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. There was about 10 strikes that was given that day. The model, the headshot photo. Oh, your information's not on the back of it. Well, no, we have it in the system. No. Can you put your information? Bitch, this is not 1998, Kenya. You don't have to have it on the back anymore. They have different ways to do it. I know that's old school, and some people prefer old school ways. I don't mind it being on the back. That's cool. But they have the chicks' names in the system. So, anyway, Kenya was doing team too much. Was it entertaining? Yes. Was it rude? Yes.
That's all you can do.
Confetti. RHOA, and y'all, we're gonna get RHOA on the next episode. So I'm so excited. Okay, we're gonna get RHOA again. Hopefully she says something funny.
Yes.
Because she was a key. So moving on, we're not gonna stay long on this topic. Ralph's photo shoot. He looked good or whatever. I don't have a picture of him, but whatever. That's Drew and her mama. Her mom always in the mix when she come and visit or whatever. I thought she lived with them at one point, but I don't know. I guess she's visiting. So they talk, the photo shoot for his book, and they talk about the whole, adoption situation. And now that I'm seeing Drew press him about the adoption, I'm starting to question the initial story. The initial story was he wanted to adopt, but the biological father did not feel comfortable and is trying to make an effort to be in Josiah's life more. But my thing is, I don't know, Drew. I don't know. It's getting a little weird and confusing for me. Yeah. What was your take on that? The conversation with the mom and the adoption situation.
I really don't know, because like you said, there are a lot of missing pieces. They had the opportunity to have this conversation when he came, but I guess maybe they didn't want to overwhelm him, like just let him enjoy his son or whatever when he came last season. But I don't know. It's a little leery for me, because I feel like the guy does not have I'm not going to say he doesn't have the right, but is he putting forth the effort? Like, we have to go by actions and not words. our life still goes on, persists on. You're still absent in this child's life. And to me, for me, I just don't think that he wants to. If something was ever to happen with him and Drew, he doesn't want to have to be financially responsible for JoJo. And so, the adoption would actually make him financially responsible. And so, I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of different factors, but I don't know. The mother, I think she's just kind of irrelevant. I think, what's her name? Drew got really excited over that little excerpt that he spewed in Jamaica. It made everybody at the table feel good. Oh yeah, but that's not the whole book. Don't be fooled by that excerpt, because she's getting all hopeful again or whatever. Like, she's gonna have these expectations, and he's gonna let her down. So I think she was better when she was kind of, I don't want to say on the fence, but when she was kind of guarding herself and guarding JoJo. But I don't like that she's kind of getting her hope up again just by hearing that. And so,
yeah.
I hope it goes well.
So moving on. Yeah, me too. I hope so. Okay, moving on to Marlo, a topic y'all have a lot to say about. So the boys returned to Marlo's house, and they said, they're happy to be back because they have their own bed, they have more room, more space, they have a clean bathroom. I'm like, shit. So basically, you saying your aunt's house is dirty on national TV.
Yeah, that was a little shady to me.
Kids will be honest and tell all the business. So, so Marlo basically, lays down the law and, just goes over certain house rules and things like that, what she expects of them. And, I have to be honest. I know y'all don't like Marlo. This situation is a hot mess, and it is. But, let's not act like what she's telling them isn't good fundamental things. Like her telling them education, to be clean, to be responsible, to do your chores. Those are fundamental things. So it's not like she's just letting them run wild. Like she's trying to give them structure. She's trying to be better at giving them structure. Because I think at first she really wasn't. They were kind of running wild and free. And that's probably why she's having a hard time now trying to train them. Because had she trained it, had she had the rules in the beginning, I think it would have been probably better. But now you gave them all this freedom, and then now you're trying to teach them, you're trying to go back now. So, but I know we do not like what she did, kicking them out, all that stuff. We didn't like that. We don't like that. But I'm not gonna flex like she's not trying to implement good things and positive things into them. So I like the things that she's trying to teach, especially as boys, because I hate when mothers have sons and they act like sons can't clean and cook. And so I'm glad that she's trying to help them be self-efficient. Yeah. And I like that. I do like that. So I'll give her that bone.
Yeah.
And I like what she did. Yeah.
I had wrote on Twitter, I said, is this Marlo's redemption episode? Who you trying to convince, girl? I don't know. I mean, like I said, like you said, like I didn't have any problems with that particular conversation that we had. And a lot of times kids do need a reality check because they can become a little entitled. And I understand that sometimes there are better ways to do it. I had looked up how to curb entitlement in my son, and they say go to a soup kitchen, go feed the homeless, go do things, activism in the community, go to underserved neighborhoods and let them really see different ways of doing it, and just trying to try to give them that reality check. I mean, it does seem like it did somewhat work, and it usually does, but it's really, really short-lived. So you really have to stay on it. Like, you really have to kind of create that structure and stay on it.
I think that's why she's trying to, like, it's almost like she's relearning, or not she's learning, because I think, like I said, I really do think they was wild and free. They had these nice phones. They had this. I think she was probably felt bad, so she was giving, giving, giving. That's why her sister was like, "No, nah, baby, you have to have some structure."
Yeah.
So
yeah, she went in overcompensating for what they didn't have, and trying to, oh, my sister had them living like this, so let me do this. And she came with the grand gestures and all of these things. And at the core, we got to get to the foundation. All that stuff is nice, like icing, cherry on the top. But stick to that foundation. And
Marlo's a materialistic person.
Yes.
So she's thinking like, and it comes from a good place. Like you said, she's trying to overcompensate. But this is why I said previously, she needed to have gone to therapy, at least initially. I forget the type of therapy it is when you're like a parent, and I forget the name of it, but she needed to go to that type of therapy, because that was a lot to take on 2 kids, so, but I'm glad, listen, better late than never. I hope the best for them.
I think it's called child development. I remember taking a class when I was trying to get foster kids back in the day, when I couldn't have kids. I was just going to go ahead and be a foster mom.
Oh, wow.
And you had to take like this 8-week course. And I feel like everybody, if you want to be a parent, you need to take that course.
Yeah, I like that. Yes.
So they make you go through that. So I think that might have been, is it child development or something? And it was like a 8-week course, but But the thing is that materialistic stuff is so superficial. And now that we see that we have to get underneath to the core, like you said, all of this is glitzy and glam, but to the core, who are you? And that is what you're going to be teaching to that child.
And that's part of Marlo's problem for the boys and with her own self.
Right.
With her own self as well.
Yeah.
So good luck to them. So, all right. Getting to the good stuff. The party at Drew's house. It's a birthday party for Kenya and Marlo, which is being hosted by Sheree and Drew. They what the hell I say? What the hell? Okay, so they, the decorations, got balloons, got DJ, got all this shit. And Drew, baby, got an invoice from Miss Sheree Whitfield. And I can't believe, I wish I had a freaking picture of Sheree. I can't believe Miss Mamas that came in with the damn $6,000 sweater was so perplexed by $1,000 bill. $1,000 should be nothing to you, Sheree. Like, it should be nothing.
Right.
$1,000. I think it was $1,350 to be exact. And it's not like Drew didn't pay her part. I believe they split it. So I believe Drew paid $1,350 and bitch, you paying $1,350.
Right.
And the thing is, Sheree, you are now fitting the narrative that they have about you, that you're cheap and don't like to pay people. You literally just proved on national TV that the narrative is actually true and you don't want to pay people. What the freak? I couldn't believe she was $1,000. That should be nothing. You bitches get so much money per episode. Like, what? 1,000? That's you got a $6,000 sweater on.
Exactly. See, and that's
maybe if it's on consignment, okay, maybe consignment you got it for $3,000, but bitch,
you still pay some coin. I don't know where they wear their money, wear their wealth on their body. Like, if it's given, I don't have nothing in the bank account. Like, so I don't know. That's what it's given.
Hey. Hey. If the shoe fits. Do I hear an echo? Uh-oh.
You hear one?
No, I hear it. I hear it. Do you have it playing on your phone or something, or on something else?
No.
All of a sudden. Okay. I think I'm good now. I don't hear it anymore. Okay. So yeah, Sheree's cheap. Didn't want to pay $1,000 for the party, whatever. let's see. Marlo and Kenya pull up. Kenya pissed me off again. I told y'all, whether I like you or not, I don't like rude stuff. Her damn closing the door in Kenya's face was rude to me. I was like, oh my God, Kenya. Like, Kenya to me is just going above and beyond to be shady towards Marlo, which is a little annoying. I actually preferred it when she just paid her dust. But being rude, I'm just like, it's not necessary. You bitch.
Right.
Anyway, whatever. They go
It
inside.
actually makes
They're
her look
excited.
worse.
They
It makes her look worse when she acts like
exactly. And I'm like, Kenya, I'm trying to root for you this season, but when you do this with Marlo, then when she goes below the belt, you can't say shit because you were being an asshole to her 5 different times, and then she finally bucked back. Like, Marlo can't read, so all she gonna do is hit below the belt. But Kenya can be a jerk when she wants to be. But anyways, child. So they walk in. It was a surprise party for them. Whoop de whoop de whoop. Birthday, birthday, birthday. They had some of their close family and friends. They had Marlo's like cousins and whoever's and friends and all types of stuff there. That was nice. We saw Kenya's not aunt. We saw Kenya's cousin, who we have not seen in a long time. I wonder where Aunt Lori's at. I hope Aunt Lori's doing good. Maybe she don't want to be on camera no more.
right.
I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but I miss old, Aunt Lori. So the balloons, confetti, all the goodness, all the decorations. So they have like a conversation at the dinner table, just how do I say this? They had a conversation, about the relationship between Kenya and Marlo. I like that Marlo's people were still very respectful of Kenya. They were very nice. I think her friend or cousin had a nice speech for the both of them. Kenya could do nothing but accept it because it was very nice. And and I think the same person was like, I be telling Marlo not to argue with you. You know what I mean? So it's nice to see that Marlo's people are not trying to be negative. They want to see them be peaceful. So I like that. And Kenya and Marlo were about to have a moment, but they had to go trip down memory lane. And Kenya brought up stuff from 6 years ago. But this is my thing. Kenya, you can't keep bringing up that comment because you said you forgave her and she apologized prior, off camera, on camera, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And
That's
you got past it.
Yeah.
So you can't keep bringing that thing up unless you're ready to let it go. If you're not ready to let it go, then okay. But you can't say you let it go and you're bringing it back up again because then Marlo can bring up stuff.
Right. And that's the same thing that she said to Sonya at the table, right? That's what stumped her. She was like, you hung up in my face. She's like, we already talked about that. We moved past it. She's saying the same thing that she said to someone else, doing the same thing. So,
yeah,
that's a wash. So, no.
It's a wash. So they didn't really get anywhere, you guys. It was kind of like
pretty, don't she?
She looked so pretty. I love that outfit. She was like a black Barbie. I loved the outfit. Loved it. Makeup was beat. Lace front beat.
Yes.
Everything. Trying to think. Okay, so Sheree and her stupid ass fashion show. While she's there, she get a phone call from a friend in LA. She's outsourcing, I guess, the clothes from some company, someone in LA. The shit don't look good. The friend is like, girl, I think maybe 2 or 3 pieces look good. The rest look like crap. It's stressful. Why she's always in this mess, I don't know. But I'm just like, Sheree, get it together. So she gonna hand out, I wish I had a damn picture of it. She's gonna hand out these fancy ass invitations. And Candy was like, you gonna pass this out, but you ain't got no fashions? Girl, you might as well dress up Barbie dolls or some shit. Cause like it cannot be this hard. It cannot be this hard. Not with the resources that you have that you're not using.
Right.
you're not taking advantage of the people you know, the resources that you have. Someone said in the comments earlier, Kenya, Cynthia, and Candy, all three of them could have helped Sheree, and this shit would have been out.
Right.
You got to use your resources around you. You know what I mean? So it's just everything seems so difficult with Sheree. I don't understand, child. So she got expensive ass invitation, but with no fashions.
She's so
You have
ass
anything?
backwards to me. Like I just don't
Whoa,
get it.
yes, so ass back. So you said it. You said it. Very, very. Oh yes, you guys, please hit that like button now. I've been playing this little video all throughout the night. Y'all, please, this is important. This is important. Please like this video and please hit the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I drop new content and whenever we go live. Again, I do not have a community tab, so I'm unable to post things and give you guys a heads up. But if you hit that notification bell, you will get notified when we go live, I drop videos, etc. It's super important. I appreciate you guys. So please just do that for me, and it'll go a long way. Thank you. Just some housekeeping, and thank you, Moochie. Appreciate you. Um, Anything you want to add with the Sheree thing before I go on to the last scene with Apollo?
No, I think I dragged her enough, and I'm ready to get to this dragon with Apollo.
Oh shit! Drag Apollo, baby. Hold up, wait. Apollo, watch out, Apollo. Need to come for you. Um, all right. Ooh, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So, Sheree meets up with Apollo. I must say, Apollo looks very handsome, still looks great. At first, she asks him if he will be in her fashion show, and he says yes. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So they got that out the way, and now they're talking about Tyrone, honey. So apparently, Apollo and Tyrone ran into each other while they were locked up, and Tyrone, told Apollo that he was dating Sheree. Apollo said, "I did not believe that shit at first, but Sheree was like, no, we were dating. I fell in love with his knucklehead ass. So it's true, and I have to give it to Apollo. He didn't stick to the fake guy code. He was like, I'm gonna be real with you. I saw that shit all the time when I was locked up. Men would sit up here, have this chick come visit them, tell them sweet nothings. Then the next day have another. I mean, he was real with her, and I like that he kept it real. Like, this is the shit I see. They locked up. They don't have nothing else to fucking do. They're gonna give you all their time and attention. And then when they get out, it's gonna be
And at her big age, she should know that. She really should know that. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So he kept it a buck with her. He kept it a buck with her. Yeah, no, you're right. And then let's see where am I at? My notes. Oh shit. And then we somehow get into Phaedra. So I think it started when Sheree was like, how have you been since you've been out? I think at this point he's been out of prison for 2 years now at this point. So, he's still getting acclimated with everything. He seems to be doing well. I think he is married or engaged to this chick that he was dating, you know, shortly after he was in jail. I feel like, how'd you meet her? Because the timeline is there's some crossing, there's something that's not, there's some overlap.
And it happened really, really fast. It happened really, really fast.
It happened very fast, but she stayed with him throughout his stint in jail, and they're still together. I mean, it's been a long-term relationship. It's been like 4 or 5 years. 5 years now. They've been 4 or 5 years. They've been together. Yeah, because Phaedra's been off the show for 5 years now. I think close enough. Shit, and yeah. Anyway,
yeah,
it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So he brings up Phaedra because I guess they went trip down memory lane. We got the flashbacks. Phaedra saying she cares about her name. He was upset because he felt like Phaedra did not support him during his time of need, kept the kids away from him, did all types of stuff. I have mixed feelings about it because I've recently rewatched those episodes a few months ago, so it's a little bit fresh on my mind. In some aspects, I don't blame Phaedra. In some aspects, I don't blame her because in her eyes, they had a great life. She's tried to bring him in on certain businesses and stuff like that. You go out here and you buck up. You have 2 kids. You get in trouble, and now you're going to jail for 8 years. So, what did you think about the conversation? Then we get out of here because I know time is going
Yeah.
for you. So, yeah, I can't believe it. So, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on
Okay. All right. Well, okay, Savannah. He's handsome. He's all right to me. And his body is nice. Yeah. I'll just leave it there. Let me shut up. So, with this whole thing, like, I really felt like he really, like, I understand Phaedra. I'm sorry. I'm not doing no bids with you. I'm sorry. I'm not. But I won't. We have to find a way to kind of co-parent now. I don't believe in, if he wants to see his children, we have to find some way to kind of bridge that gap. Okay. So yeah, like I said, yeah, he basically said she left him for dead. And I mean, I'm sorry. I'm so
Mama
sorry.
D voice? You left my son dead.
Mama D voice. Yes, left him for
You
dead.
left my
I'm
child
sorry.
dead.
I'm not doing no stints with you. I'm not doing no bids with you. But the only thing is about the whole jail thing and the children seeing the father in jail. I think don't they have things where they can do the FaceTime now? Because I think jail is way more advanced. They're able to see like cable TV. They got cell phones. They got Facebook, social media and shit. So we would have to be trying to.
They might. I don't know. Be able to face.
Go ahead.
Ooh. I don't know if he FaceTime, but I definitely think it's possible. I definitely think it's possible.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Like, I mean, if that even is the bare minimum for me, like, just let that be the bare minimum. But yeah, like I said, we're not doing no bids. But it felt like he was trying to bash her a little bit. It was like he was trying to, like, kind of sully her name. Just because she did what was right for her at the time. Because if the shoes was on the reverse foot, would he do it for you? That's all I'm asking. Because you remember on Love and Hip Hop, Yandy asked Mendices would he had hold it down for her. He told me he don't know.
And that's real.
So just think about it like that. Like, you have to take care of yourself. You have a responsibility. He is in them 4 walls. You have 2 lives that you have to keep on going. And plus, she got to pick up the pieces from her marriage. Going to, crumbling. So she did what was best for her. And it's so bad that women get a bad rap for doing what's best for them. Whenever they put themselves first, they get a bad rap for it. I don't like it. And it's just, yeah. So that's my thing.
It's very true. That was all facts. I was trying to find his picture one last time. Yep, all facts. I'm surprised that he did go that route in the conversation because he said they were in a better place. So why go backwards now and be like, she left me for dead? And, just all he had to do was give a political correct answer. You know what? It was a rough time. We did not see eye to eye. We bumped heads, but you know what? We're doing much better now. Thank God, because it was rough. That's what he had to say. You didn't have to, just because why go backwards if you guys are in a better place? Right. If you're not, then okay, I can see
why. He's married and he's moved on. That shouldn't even really be a conversation. I mean, maybe about the children, but about her, no.
And trust me, Phaedra had her ways. there's things about, and again, y'all, I've rewatched
Oh, yeah.
these seasons recently, so it's a little fresh up here. But I will say there's certain things about Phaedra that I can imagine is frustrating, not only as a friend, but especially a lover. That side of her that does care about her public image, that side of her that does, you know, how do I articulate it? She's always so reserved in this, and it just cares what people think about her, and is acts one way with this group, but then acts this way with another group, and acts this way 1 minute, and then switches it 1 minute, and then yes, that, like that, yes, like I can see where that became annoying. Yeah, so she has her ways, but I just think if they were in a good spot, he shouldn't have gone backwards.
Right, because it will open up.
That's exactly. Yes, ma'am. Exactly. So you guys, that's it. We have talked enough, been on here for 2 hours, covered 3 shows. It's not bad. We were kind of, let loose because we had some more time tonight. But and sorry, Nita, if I took, a little bit longer than, should have. Sorry about that. But next week is the finale of RHOA. Can't believe it's here, but it's here. And then reunion will come right after that. So we still have RHOA for at least another 3-4 weeks, because we know it's going to be a 3-part reunion. So 4 more weeks of RHOA.
Right.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate all of you guys.
Love and Marriage Huntsville is coming on this Saturday. So we back in. We back in there.
Next Saturday. Yeah, next
Saturday, the 12th.
Next Saturday, the 10th.
Oh, the 10th or the 12th.
The 10th. Yeah, September 10th. So we're close to that too. Okay. So reality TV about to be popping, y'all. So stay tuned. Again, notification bells on for both of our channels, so you will get notified whenever we drop new content. Okay. And until next time.